Well, the day the rain started, it was, I don't know, I've forgotten the days, but I was on the phone sharing God and the love of God with about 15 or 20 other ladies and just kind of ministering to them and telling them that God had this in control and that we would be protected and that we had angels all around us. And I told them to read Psalm 91 because that's the prayer of protection. And I told them also to read Isaiah 43 and 1 when the water comes in and that God has called us by name and we were his. And when the rivers came in, it wouldn't overflow us. And about 30 or 40 minutes after we talked, I'm sharing with these women, all of a sudden, this rain or this water, I began to see it come in my house, just coming in under the doorways and seeping through the walls. And but I didn't fret. It alarmed me, but I didn't fret because I knew that God was still in control, and that He wasn't going to allow anything to happen to me that He didn't know about. Couldn't happen. It wouldn't happen because He told me 18 years ago when my husband passed away that He would never leave me and that He would never forsake me. And I knew that even though I was watching the water come into my house, that God was near and that it wouldn't overflow me. And then after this was all over, I couldn't leave because the water was above the mailbox outside and we couldn't leave. The street couldn't leave, so we stayed there all night. Me and my grandson and 6 other people. It was a family that's 2 doors down from me, and the water was up near the electrical plugs in their house. So they called and said they don't know anybody in the neighborhood, fairly new. And they called me and said, Nana, water is all in our house. It wasn't in my house that much then. And they said, can we come over? I said, come right now, come over. And we all spent the night here, sludging around in the water. Couldn't turn the electricity off. So I told God, I said, we need angels, God. I said, we need angels trudging this water with us tonight. And they said if I hadn't been here, because my daughter was trying to get me to leave, and they said if I hadn't been here, they were just going to go and sit on the top of the roof and wait until the next day. And I said, that's why God kept me here. But this is so amazing. I didn't want to leave my house when my daughter came over. And they said lights went out on each side. All these houses, different houses, had no lights until the next day. But not me. I had lights all night long. But God was faithful. And then a friend called and he said, how are you? Are you dry? A mentor of one of my grandboys. And he said, how are you? Are you dry, Nana? I said, nope, not really. He said, you're kidding. So I said, yes. I said, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do now. He said, let me make a call. And he called. And that's when I met these wonderful people from Current Church that just came over and loved on me and blessed me. And then I was talking about I needed a shed because I have so much stuff in my house. And one of the ladies said, Chantel said, you need a shed? And I said, yes. She said, I think I know just who can help you. And she made a call to the church. And all these wonderful people came in and just blessed me. And you can see my shed. Built my shed. So now I have some place to put my stuff that I wanted. So it's just to the glory of God that people from all over just came in and allowed me to see God's face. You know, we wonder what God looks like. But when total strangers come and help you, and they don't look at who you are or where you come from, but they just reach out and let you see God's hands and God's feet and hear His voice and see His face. It's just really, it's good. But I love my shed. I had guys that came down, Fred and Terry and David. I'm just trying to remember all these names. And today Rick is here and all these people that built me my shed.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank all those wonderful people that I'll probably never meet on this side. But I think when we all get to heaven, they'll say, we were the ones that helped you with that shed. God will say, these are the people that loved on you.
That'll be an awesome day.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be wonderful. But they built this shed for me, and they came from Dallas, and they said they were out of Fort Worth. And then Rick told me today that there were people possibly in Florida who has been hit the same way that we have down here. And they built for me. Never meet them, probably never meet them. But I want to say to them today, thank you very much. You blessed me. You've helped me. And I know God is pleased.